A lot of people live in captivity. They live in a free country, but they're captive. They are imprisoned by their past. They're captive to their future seems like it's bleak, hopeless. They feel helpless. So you may be free to do a lot of things, but inside of you, you may feel like you're in a cell, that you can't get out. 4 walls, predetermined. So in a way, many individuals live the life of pretty much accepting whatever is going on around them. So if events occur in their lives, they have no control. If something happens to their family, oh well, what can they do? Well, let me tell you something. You know, I remember one time I was finishing a class and I drove home. Driving on the highway, it was kind of like in the springtime, so there was a big storm coming on, and I turned on the radio, I had the radio on, and the warning came on the radio, and it said, big tornado warning. So drive carefully. If you're in a home, you know, find shelter, find a place to be safe. And you know, you're driving on the road, you want to get home, you're tired from a long day of classes, and here comes a storm, huge. You know, starts raining, it's pouring huge, big time. You know, hail coming on. So, you know, what happens in these moments is, you know, when you're faced with a situation like that, you go into fight or flight. You know, your biological reaction, your internal reaction is to fight or flight. You know, do something, find safety, the basic needs of our lives in those defining moments. So that moment was defining for me because for the first time in my life, I thought I was going to be in big trouble with a tornado. I'd never seen a tornado before, but so I got off the road, you know, came under a bridge because I've heard that, you know, going under a bridge, if you're on the highway, there's a storm, there's a tornado, will actually save your life. And you know, this thing happened quickly. Luckily, there was no tornado run in front of me. It's just a lot of wind, you know, and the car was moving a lot. So when I thought back in that moment, I was thinking to myself, wow, what if I would have died by a tornado that day? Would I have accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish? I was so young, you know, I was feeling like invincible. And a lot of people feel that way too. Like they have time to do many things and they're invincible. But at the same time, people feel that they cannot change much about that. So there's this dissonance, there's this internal struggle, you know, and there's mismatch between wanting a better life, a better outcome, and knowing that you can't do much about it. Well, you can. Let me tell you that you can definitely change your life around. So it may happen in a flash, in a moment. You may change your life around just like that. How does that occur? Well, maybe you need to have that internal insight. It hits you. You know, like that day on the road, you feel different. You feel like, yeah, you were thinking about getting home, maybe watching your favorite show, but in that defining moment where there was a huge storm and your life was at risk, you change your internal perception as well. Not only did your body go to fight the flight, but also you thought about your loved ones. You thought about, did I accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish in life? And there's an ocean of opportunities for you and I right now, today, to turn it around. So people, please stop thinking negatively. If you're hanging around people that are pessimistic, you know, the future looks bleak, the present is bad, they're watching news and everything is bad around the world, yes, you're going to be affected by that, and your mind is going to be at that moment thinking that you're going to have no positive outcome in your life. But let me tell you, if you just shift your mindset, if you just shift your actions, and if you shift a little bit how you feel, you will have a better life.